Let me see what I'm down with. He says I'm going to give birth, tie the tiger for the black tap, and we'll get rid of all the smell of death. Now I'm going to get the family here. I have a lion, a tiger, a panther. Wednesday, it closed forever. But for example, there's a lion.
That's right, about 2 weeks ago, my Ibis Paint did close forever because I had to factory reset my phone to kill off the demon who was using her baby daddy's borrowed Damage magic to cause all my apps to go fuck itself. This shit has been going on ever since I came back from Florida around mid to late June, and I know exactly how it started. So I was in the airport waiting for my flight, and I decided to scroll on YouTube just to find a good song to listen to when I was drawing on Ibis Paint. And I scrolled across this post from
a YouTuber who has never done anything wrong in his entire career.
This picture is what I can only describe as seeing my least favorite JoJo character's face and my cousin's ex, which is not a compliment, by the way. My cousin's ex never showered a day in her life, and she wonders why people at school make fun of her dirty, greasy ass hair and literal smell of death. Like, bitch, you deserve it. Shout out to the bullies. And I hope the ghost of Iggy touches you. The whole time, I thought the devil was Funny Valentine. I thought the devil was Andrew Ditch. I've been calling her those two aliases for so long, but this is who I've been looking at the whole time. It is all three of them in one face, in one body, like all three of you are the same person. This image was so appalling that my phone actually got a virus from trying not to show me, and it has never been the same since. The good news is that when I did factory reset it, it's been working ever since, and I was able to get most of my comics I spent almost 8 months working on. The bad news, 5 of these didn't make it, and all my character dialogues are dead. And no, Damage magic cannot bring the dead back to life. I gave birth to all these comics. You could metaphorically say I gave birth to them, because I put so much effort, hard work, and time into every single page I used Ibis Paint for. They were legitimately like my own children. And she took them all from me. Vanilla Ice held my babies captive for so long, and I had a 3-day window where all my Ibis Paint was miraculously working. My stupid ass miscalculated, and the next week, not just Ibis Paint, but all the apps started fucking themselves. They were closing on themselves whenever I tried to open them. Even camera, even Google Photos, they started tweaking. No other option left. Like, do you think I didn't try clearing the cache data at least 67 million times? I did all of that shit. I tried every single trick in the book, and nothing worked. What other last resort could I possibly would have had left? When I reset my phone, I'd be killing off whoever was using her bright green baby daddy's borrowed Damage magic on my phone app. And no, Diego and Dio Brando didn't have jack shit to do with this. Green Diego got his rightfully found Damage scroll stolen by the devil, the same way she kidnapped Power from her parents just so that she could groom her. The same way she made Power burn up all 8 of those unborn kids, because this motherfucker genuinely has an abortion fetish. There, I said it. The problem is now that I factory reset my phone, I'm just as bad as her. Ever since I basically killed off my own 5 kids, I can't stop comparing myself to that literal baby killer. This is my fault. I chose to do this. I chose to kill 5 of my Ibis Paint comics. I am just as evil as she is. I'm also as evil as Power's mom, who beat up her 5 adopted kids in a basement daily. She adopted those 5 kids to cover up for the daughter she lost. She validated her guilt on basically selling Power to her president. Chat, tell me, am I bad as Power's homeless mom, or am I bad as the mommy who raised Power to be a killing machine? I won't ever be able to replicate those Ibis Paint files, not because I can't easily redraw them, but because they won't ever be the original ones regardless of how exact they are. No, because if I do that, it would be disrespecting the comics that were meant to be, the comics that were meant to live forever, the ones that were meant to be made into a good book and published alongside the others. And those 5 pages made up an important chunk of my story's plot. And now, because I won't ever be able to replicate those 5 pages, I'll never be able to tell the story I intended, where my OC's Yandere Sora falls in love with the simp Gert. Gert kills Daho, beach, for Yandere Sora, and they end up becoming a canon couple. As I was saying, I did the same thing Power's homeless mom did and adopted 3 of my own kids. Unlike her, I don't beat them up in a basement daily, and I take all my life to love them dearly, as if they were my own Ibis Paint files, as it's my second chance. It's my final chance to prove that I'm not a horrible mother and a horrible person, and I will use every day to love them with all I have. I'm more like their cool godmother, and the whole thing's more of like a mafia godparent relationship to them. My oldest two sons are a 30-year-old teacher who likes getting faded in a hoe on the job and lets his students do whatever they want, and my youngest son is a 17-year-old Sigma boy who dropped out of high school, but it's a different high school than the one my son teaches at, and they get along perfectly well. I will tell you a bit more about my youngest son in the next video. Finally, my youngest daughter is none other than the goat, the myth, the legend herself, Uzzy Dorman. Right now, my other sons are busy fighting villains in the back alleys of Benjamin City. It's just me and Uzzy.
Say hi, Uzzy!
Bite me.
Anyways, thank you guys for 50 subs. That doesn't mean jack shit, but what it does mean is I'm able to start live streaming, so my next video may be an actual live stream. The whole point of this was supposed to be a funeral for my 5 IBIS paint files and to tell you a bit about why I haven't been uploading as recently as I have been. I'm planning to make more commentary videos, but before I can do that, I gotta tell you guys this story.
Regrets like rust, they eat me whole. Shadows of memories swallow me whole. My fears, my doubts, the ghosts that I keep. Each broken promise cuts me deep. But in the end, I lost in the game. Couldn't stop the monster, couldn't kill the flame. The vengeance fades, the battles blur, and I'm left here, still haunted by her.